Children, I am going to teach you your history teacher Mrs. Ranjana Kharida for the chapter 3. The chapter is Kinship, Caste and Class. In this chapter, there are the slides. You will read thoroughly the slides also and listen my teachings also. The main points of the topic is the changes in political and economic life between approximately 600 BC to 600 CE. Historians use textual traditions to understand social, political, economic life. They also use the texts to reconstruct the social history. In this chapter, there is the focusing on the Mahabharata epic to show the structure of family, kingfolk, norms of family and kinship, rules of marriages, etc. Next, the Mahabharata epic is consisting of 1 lakh verses, shlokas. It was composed over a period of about 1000 years, approximately 500 BC onwards. The central story is about two sets of warring cousins. The text contains the norms of behavior for various social groups. In 1919, under the leadership of famous Indian Sanskritist V.S. Suktankar, started a task of preparing critical edition of Mahabharata with a team of dozens of scholars. It meant collecting of Sanskrit manuscript of Mahabharata and started writing in different script from different parts of the country. The project took 47 years to complete. Next. Next, it is the family formation. In ancient time, at the time of Mahabharata, there were the joint families. The family was consisting of numbers of members. They share activities, live together, even eat together also. Various rituals also they perform together. There are some family words which are used in that time in Mahabharata. Among them, one is kingfolk. That means the families are usually parts of the larger network of people as relatives, cousins. It is known as kingfolk. Next term, it is the kula. Kula means the word to designate the families. Another is bangsha. It means the term is used for the lineage. Next slide. It is the rules of marriages. There are 8 forms of marriages. First one, it is the Brahma Vivaha. In these forms of marriage, the father of the bride, he choose the groom. The groom should have the good character with and along with some ornaments as gift he gave the groom. Next one is that is the Daiva Vivaha. In this marriage, the father of a bride offer his daughter to a person with arrangement of yajna, giving gifts, ornaments, clothes, etc. to the groom. Next, third one, it is the Arsa Vivaha. It is done generally in a Rishi's family, where the father, the parents, they gifted the cows, clothes to the bride father as a token of gratitude. Next one, it is the Prajapataya Vivaha. In this type of marriage, the father gives away his daughter to the worthy person with blessings them and fulfill the dharma. Next one, it is the fourth type, which is known as Gandharva Vivaha. In this type of Vivaha, there is the mutual love of bride and groom. There is no rule of parents. Only the bride and groom they choose each other and they marry. Bride father as a token of gratitude. Next one, it is the Prajapataya Vivaha. In this type of marriage, the father gives away his daughter to the worthy person with blessings them and fulfill the dharma. Next one, it is the fourth type, which is known as Gandharva Vivaha. In this type of Vivaha, there is the mutual love of bride and groom. There is no rule of parents. Only the bride and groom they choose each other and they marriage. In modern days, it is known as law marriage. Next one, it is the Rakshasa Vivaha. In this type of marriage, the marriage is done by capturing the bride and which is forcible. Next one, it is Asura Vivaha. In this type of marriage, the groom gets bride in exchange of money and articles. Example, in Mahabharata epic it is there. The example is Pandu and Madri. It is also known as the marriage by purchase also. Next, last type of Vivaha, it is known as Pisacha Vivaha. In this type of Vivaha, the man seduces a woman by stealth while she is either asleep or intoxicated or intellectually disordered and forces her to marry. The first four forms of Vivaha are known as the legal ya dharmic Vivaha, or rest of four types of marriages are not favored by all. And last four types of marriages are also known as the adharma Vivaha. There are also some types of rules which are followed in the families. First one, it is the endogamy. In these types of marriage, it is within the family, ya caste, ya local unity. Next one, it is the exogamy. This type of marriage happened outside of the gotra. Third one, it is the polygamy. That means having more than one wife. Fourth one, it is the polyandry. That means more than one husband. For example, Draupadi in Mahabharata epic. Fifth one, it is the monoandry, which means having only one husband. Next slide. There were the importance of patrilineages. Importance of patrilineages means the girls had no claim to the resources of the household. Only there was the belief of Kanyadana, or the gift of the daughter in marriage was an important religious duty of the father. In some places, but the rule is not worked. There were the practices were not worked. The women, such women, there were who were having the land's access. For example, the Prabhavati Gupta of Chandragupta II of Gupta dynasty, who was having access on land, and later she also granted all the lands to the people. But it was an exceptional cases for such type of women who were having the higher classes, aristocratic family. Next slide, it is the gotra of women. Each gotra was named after a Vedic seer. The people who are belong to same gotra, they could not marry in same gotra, and the people belonging to the same gotra were known as the descendant of the same family. Women were expected to give up their father's gotra and adopt the other gotra, another gotra of their husbands. The members of same gotra could not marry. But in some cases, the gotras were kept as names. For example, Gautama and Vasishta. One example was there also the Satavahana rulers were identified through their metronymics. Means their names were derived from their mother's gotra, which is known as Dharma Sutra. Example, Samhita and mantras, etc. Next, the right of occupation. As per the Dharma Shastras and Dharma Sutras provided rules about the ideal of occupation of four categories or varnas. First category which was known as Brahmanas. They study, teach Vedas and perform sacrifices, give and receive gifts also. Next category or varna which is known as the Kshatriyas. They always engaged in warfare. They protect people, they rules the people, administer and give justice. They study also the Vedas, make gifts and get sacrifices performed. Third type of varna category is the Vaisyas. They engaged in agriculture, pastoralism and trade. Fourth and the lowest type of category is Shudras. They only served the three higher varnas. Next slide. It is non-Kshatriya kings. According to the Dharma Shastra and Dharma Sutras, only Kshatriya could be the kings. But the Shunga and Kanva dynasty, those rulers were known as Brahmanas. They are out of the Kshatriya clans. Another example, it is that according to the Brahmanical norms, the Mauryas were also not Kshatriyas, but the Buddhist texts also suggested that Kshatriyas were Mauryans. Next, the well-known ruler of Satavahan dynasty name was Gautami Putra Sri Satakarni, who claimed himself as both Brahmana and Kshatriya. The Jati and social mobility. According to the Brahmanical theory, Jati like Varna was based on their birth. People live in forests such as Nisadas, and now these days you are watching in TV the Ramayana serial. In a Ramayana serial there was the description of Nisadas. You already, I think you have watched it. So Nisadas or the forest dwellers. The goldsmith or Suvarnakaro did not fit into any fourfold Varna system. Jatis which shared a common occupation or profession had an organization known as Shrenis or guilds. Next slide. It is subordination of untouchables and conflict among themselves. Brahmanas considered some people as untouchable, mlechas. Those people designated as the Chandalas and placed at the lowest level in the society. They lived outside of the villages and they were not allowed to enter inside the villages. When they came out from their cottages, their houses, they strike on some metal such as utensils. So the people could come to know that they were coming, and they became aware of their presence, and they remained themselves keeping their head down. The Chinese travelers who visited to India, Faiyan and Huanshan, they have also written that the Chandalas had not any place in the society. They always disposed the dead bodies and or the ornaments of dead animals, means bones. Next slide. The resources Manusmriti, the paternal estate was to be divided equally among the sons after the death of the father, death of the parents. And especially there was the special share for the eldest son of the parents. Women could not claim to the resources. There was exceptional cases for the upper class women, as I told you the previous slide. Next, the influence of Mahabharata, which was a dynamic text. The great epic represents the noblest effort of creative genius of Indian soil. Indian considered the role, the character Yudhishthira, the eldest son of Pandu, as an embodiment of truthfulness. Lord Krishna as an incarnation of Vishnu. The Pandavas are the true example of brotherly love and affection. Really, the epic have turned Indians as an inspiration. The version of great epic were written in different languages through continuous process. The episodes were also depicted in sculptures and paintings. These episodes also provided themes for performing and art plays, dances, cinema, television, radio, and other kinds of narrations. Thank you and have a nice day.